My beloved child, do not take these words lightly. They are not mere suggestions or passing thoughts. They are truths spoken into your life, words that carry eternal weight and unmatched power. Listen carefully, for every moment you spend ignoring this call is a moment lost to distractions that will not serve you. This is serious. Your life, your purpose, and your eternity are serious. Dear child, let this message of light reach beyond you. Share it with someone who needs to be uplifted today. You feel the tug in your spirit, the sense that there is something more, something greater than what you've been chasing. That tug is not your imagination. It's me, your Father, trying to reach you in the noise, to pull you back from the edge before it's too late. Time is short, and the path you're walking is not one you can wander aimlessly. There is an urgency in the air, child. It's time to wake up. Let me be direct, you cannot afford to ignore me. You spent too long caught up in things that don't matter. Too many days, weeks, months, even years have been wasted on pursuits that leave you empty. Social media scrolls, fleeting relationships, worldly ambitions, they do nothing to fill the void in your soul. And you know this. I see you lying awake at night, staring at the ceiling, wondering why you feel so hollow even when you've achieved what the world says should make you happy. The answer is simple: you are trying to live without me. But, child, you were not made to walk this life alone. Everything you seek, the love, the peace, the purpose, it is found in me. Every time you run from me, you are running toward emptiness. So, turn around. Look at me. Hear me calling out to you with a love that is relentless, a love that will not stop until it pulls you from the darkness. Make no mistake, my child, ignoring me comes at a cost. It's not just about missing out on blessings or guidance, it's about the trajectory of your soul. Every time you say, "Not now," you harden your heart. Every time you choose the fleeting over the eternal, you step further from the life I have planned for you. And if you continue, there will come a day when you can no longer hear my voice, when your heart becomes so numb to my presence that you won't even know what you're missing. I am not saying this to scare you, but to shake you awake. This is not a game. The world will tell you that you have time, that you can keep living however you want and turn to me later. But the world is lying to you. You don't know how much time you have. Every breath, every heartbeat is a gift, and one day it will stop. What then? Will you face me with regret, realizing too late that you wasted the life I gave you? Or will you stand before me, confident that you answered my call and lived for something greater? Beloved one, your generous spirit helps sustain our mission to deliver God's truth and light to all. By choosing the super thanks button, you become a beacon of hope for a brighter tomorrow. May unmeasured blessings surround you. My child, I know the word correction can feel heavy. You don't want to be told you're wrong, you don't want to face the uncomfortable truth of your own failures. But correction is not punishment, it is love in action. If I didn't care about you, I would let you continue on your wayward path without a word. But I care deeply, and I cannot stand by while you destroy yourself. Consider this: when you're lost, correction is not condemnation, it's direction. When a shepherd sees one of his sheep wandering toward danger, he doesn't stand idly by. He calls out, he reaches for it, sometimes even using his staff to pull it back. That's what I'm doing right now. These words are my staff, reaching out to guide you back to safety. Let my correction humble you, not harden you. Recognize it for what it is: a chance to start again, to step back onto the path that leads to life. Trust that I correct because I love, and my love is always for your good. Child, if you only knew how deeply I love you, you would never doubt again. My love for you is not conditional. It is not based on what you've done or failed to do. It is constant, unwavering, eternal. Before you took your first breath, I knew you. Before you made your first mistake, I chose you. My love is not diminished by your failures, nor is it amplified by your successes. It simply is because I am. You need to understand this. There is nothing you can do to make me stop loving you. You cannot outsin my grace, and you cannot outrun my reach. I see you at your worst and still call you mine. I see your doubts, your fears, your insecurities, and I still say you are worthy. Not because of who you are, but because of who I am. Let this love be your anchor. Let it ground you when the storms of life try to toss you around. Let it remind you that no matter how far you wander, you are never too far to come home. Now that you know how serious this is, it's time to act. This message is not just meant to be read and forgotten. It is a call to transformation. You cannot keep living as you have been. Change is necessary, and it starts now. Begin by seeking me with your whole heart. Not half-heartedly, not as an afterthought, but with everything you have. Dive into my word. Pray with sincerity. Surround yourself with people who will encourage you in your walk. Break free from the habits and relationships that pull you away from me, no matter how hard it may be. It's time to prioritize what matters. Beloved child, be part of our growing family by subscribing and discover uplifting words that renew your faith and inspire your days. Remember this: every small step you take toward me, I will match with infinite steps toward you. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to clean yourself up before coming to me. Just come. I will take care of the rest. If you take this step, if you truly surrender to me, I promise to make all things new. Your past will no longer define you. Your mistakes will no longer hold you captive. I will take the broken pieces of your life and create something beautiful. You will find a peace that surpasses understanding, a joy that cannot be shaken, and a purpose that fills your days with meaning. You will no longer wander aimlessly, because you will know who you are and why you are here. You are my child, and I have plans for you, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. But be warned, the enemy will try to pull you back. He will whisper lies into your ear, telling you that change is too hard, that you're not strong enough, that you can always start tomorrow. Don't listen. Complacency is the enemy of growth, and procrastination is the thief of purpose. Stay vigilant. Keep your eyes fixed on me. When you fall, and you will fall, get back up. My grace is sufficient for you, and my strength is made perfect in your weakness. Finally, remember this: life on earth is fleeting. The things you stress about, the things you chase after, they are temporary. But your soul is eternal, and it matters far more than anything else. Life with eternity in mind. Store up treasures in heaven, not on earth. Love deeply, forgive freely, and serve selflessly. These are the things that will last. And when your time on earth is done, you will stand before me. On that day, I will not ask about your bank account, your followers, or your accomplishments. I will ask if you knew me, if you trusted me, if you lived for me. Make sure your answer is yes. My beloved child, this is your moment. Don't let it slip away. I am calling you, not out of anger or judgment, but out of love and urgency. I want the best for you, and the best begins with me. Take my hand, and let's walk this journey together. I am with you always, to the very end of the age. Trust me, follow me, and watch as your life is transformed beyond anything you could ever imagine. This is serious. Don't wait. The time is now. Come to me. My cherished child, carry this spark of hope forward. Share it with up to 3 others whose spirits might be lifted by its warmth and guidance. Amen.